Alright football fans, welcome back to the channel and buckle up because today's episode is pure chaos. Real Madrid raiding Liverpool again, Konaté flirting with a Bernabeu move, Joe Gomez halfway out the door, and Palace of all clubs holding the keys to the entire Premier League title race. Oh, and if that wasn't enough drama, Mo Salah is apparently missing Trent Alexander-Arnold more than we all want to admit. This is the kind of football soap opera that makes you grab the popcorn. So hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let's dive into the madness. Alright Liverpool fans, grab your popcorn because this one's gonna sting. Real Madrid are back at it again, and if the reports are true, Florentino Perez is cooking up a double swoop that could leave the Reds absolutely rattled. Now, we all remember what happened with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Madrid swooped in, played the waiting game, and got themselves a generational right-back on a cheeky cut-price deal. And guess what? They're not done yet. According to Defensa Central, Perez has already secured 2 signings with Xabi Alonso's full approval, and yes, one of them is none other than Liverpool's own Ibrahima Konaté. The Frenchman, despite a shaky start this season, is apparently on Madrid's shopping list as they search for long-term replacements for Rudiger and Alaba. And let's be real, when Madrid come calling, players usually end up packing their bags. Konaté moving, it would be a massive blow. He was Virgil van Dijk's rock-solid partner last season. But this year, form has dipped and suddenly the vultures are circling. Madrid think he's perfect for their project. And honestly, who says no to the Bernabeu? And if that wasn't enough drama, here's the kicker. Reports also claim Joe Gomez has 1 foot out of Liverpool. Yep, the versatile defender who once looked like the future of England's backline has apparently slid way down Arne Slot's pecking order. Injuries haven't helped, and now AC Milan are sniffing around. So let's break it down. Trent already gone. Konaté maybe next. Gomez halfway out the door. Liverpool wanted Marc Guehi on deadline day and failed. Suddenly, Anfield's centre-back situation is looking, well, let's just say it's one pulled hamstring away from chaos. Reds fans, should you be worried, or is this all Spanish paper talk? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button before Madrid comes for your squad. Okay people, strap yourselves in because I'm about to hit you with what might just be the spiciest hot take of the season. Crystal Palace refusing to sell Marc Guehi at the end of the transfer window might actually be the single most important moment of the entire Premier League season. Yep, bigger than a dodgy VAR call, bigger than an injury crisis, bigger than Erik ten Hag's bald fraud allegations. This could be the crossroads that changes everything. Now, before you start smashing that dislike button, hear me out. Liverpool wanted Guehi. Liverpool needed Guehi. And Palace said, nope, not happening lads, and that no has sent shockwaves across the Premier League that we're only just starting to appreciate. Because here's the thing, Liverpool's squad is basically flawless, except in one glaringly obvious area centre-back depth. Virgil van Dijk is still a monster, but he's 34. Konaté? Already flirting with Real Madrid in his head. Joe Gomez? Perpetually 1 hamstring away from being a ghost. And Jarell Quansah is promising. Sure, but you're really going to put your entire season on a kid. Good luck. Liverpool did eventually remember, right at the last second, that centre-backs are kind of important. So they finally pushed for Guehi. Palace were listening. Guehi himself buzzing at the idea. But Palace pulled the plug. Oliver Glasner basically said, sell him now and I'm gone. So Palace kept their man, and Liverpool were left scrambling. And this wasn't just about Liverpool. Think about Arsenal, think about City, think about Palace themselves. Liverpool's one weakness makes Arsenal's title chances so much juicier. Because if Guehi had gone to Anfield, Liverpool probably still have a perfect record right now. Arsenal would be looking up at an 8-point gap instead of 5. That's like penalty shootout psychology. Taking the winning pen feels a hell of a lot easier than taking the one just to stay alive. And Arsenal fans, calm down. I know you lot live permanently on edge between best team in the world and bottle jobs forever, but the truth is, you are favourites right now. The squad is loaded, the start was tough, but you got through it, and Liverpool have this one fatal flaw. But if Guehi was wearing red, the vibes would be completely different. Liverpool might have been unstoppable. And what about Palace? 18 games unbeaten, third in the table, a cup already in the bag, and Guehi right at the heart of it. Without him, maybe that run collapses. With him, we're starting to whisper those dangerous words. Doing a Leicester. Imagine it. Palace, of all clubs, gate-crashing the big boys just because they held firm in one transfer window. So, there it is. Liverpool failing to sign Guehi might be the domino that decides the whole season from the title race to the top 4 scrap, and maybe even a fairy tale run for Crystal Palace. All because one deal fell through. Call it overreaction if you want, but you'll thank me in May when we're all still talking about it. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know in the comments, was this Liverpool's biggest blunder or just classic transfer window chaos? Alright Liverpool fans, let's rip the plaster off. 2 games, 2 defeats, Crystal Palace nicking it late on the weekend, and now Galatasaray giving you a Champions League bloody nose. And the headline? Mo Salah looks like he's missing his old mate Trent Alexander-Arnold more than anyone wants to admit. Now, don't get me wrong, Liverpool spent big this summer. Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong. Sounds glamorous, right? But when you look at this team, something still feels off. And it's not just the defeats, it's the manner of them. The midfield still looks like it's playing speed chess blindfolded. And the defence? Let's just say it's more Sunday League than Super Club right now. Jamie O'Hara's already on TalkSport throwing shade. He reckons Frimpong, Kerkez and Konaté don't look like upgrades at the back. And he might have a point. These guys are flashy, sure, but are they reliable in the trenches of a title fight? Jury's out. Then you've got Dean Saunders dropping a bomb. Mo Salah is missing Trent. And, honestly, yeah, he's right. We've all seen it for years, Salah's sneaky runs behind defenders, Trent already pinging the ball before Salah even moves. That telepathic connection? Gone. Frimpong is fun to watch, don't get me wrong, but he's a runner, not a passer. He wants to beat a man, not thread the needle for Mo. And suddenly Salah looks, well, ordinary. And that's the problem. Liverpool haven't replaced Trent's creativity. Both fullbacks in Istanbul had chances to pick someone out, and both bottled it. This is what happens when you lose one of the world's best passers and try to replace him with vibes. And then you hear Arne Slot after the game basically saying, well lads, half my squad missed pre-season. I've got to rotate. I can't play the same XI 3 times in 8 days. Which, okay, fair point. But when you've got kids like Rio and Gumoha and Trey Nyoni suddenly making up your numbers, you're walking on a tightrope with no safety net. So here we are, Liverpool flying high at the start, and suddenly, 2 losses later, everyone's asking the big question. Are they actually missing Trent more than they thought? Salah's service has dried up, the defence looks shaky, and the excuses about rotation are piling up fast. Reds fans, let me know down in the comments, is this just a blip, or are we looking at the cracks in Slot's Liverpool project already? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hey, maybe drop a prayer emoji for Mo Salah's supply line. And there you have it, people. Liverpool's defence in tatters, Real Madrid circling like sharks, Palace changing the whole title race, and Salah crying out for Trent's magic ping. The Premier League scriptwriters are really cooking this season, but what do you think, are Liverpool just in a blip, or is this the start of something way scarier for the Reds? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you enjoyed the chaos, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next twist in this football soap opera. Until next time, stay tuned, because this story is only getting juicier.